Hey, how you doing? This is your announcer speaking. This is a very interesting time period we're about to go through. But I think we should be happy and celebrating. I think that will help add to things. I think we really need to I've been contemplating this for a while. How do we deal with, ooh, my nose is rotting. Pardon me, folks. I'll be right back because I am not a crackhead or anything. Don't worry. I'm not doing coke behind your back or anything. But my nose has been running a lot lately, but that's okay because it's clearing my sinuses out. It's been kind of dusty around here. They've been doing construction, so I'll be right back. Okie doke. Back. No. No, you'll never catch me doing that. Yeah, we don't need that kind of shit, do we? Hey, Nessie, how you doing, sweetheart? um, oh my goodness. Anyway, I got some cool material in, and I want your opinion. It's kind of a silvery stuff. I might go get it and show it to you, but I'm thinking I can make you a wearable item. It's like a poncho. Might even be able to get a hood on it. Might be able to do it for about $25, $30 if I do it the way I plan. I mean, it won't take that long, but you'd have to make sure that you don't wear it on your skin because it's going to be copper nickel. If I make it from copper nickel, it's an outer garment only. You cannot wear it next to your skin, or some of you will break out. Now, if I have to line it, it will be maybe a little more. But that's about the price of a t-shirt a lot of places. So if you would be interested in that, I can do that. I think I can do that. I think I found a way to do that. It would be the cheaper material, and it would take probably, I would think I would make it out of the whole length of material that you get because, you know, they only sell it in small lengths, chunks. Getting a roll of it's really expensive. But if you would be interested, oh, for a lined one? Okay, does it matter what it's lined with? Or the alternative is you can have this very nice silky silver stuff, which is probably not going to give you any kind of reaction, but it's going to be more because the fabric is more. So the wearable fabrics just cost more. That's all there is to it. And okay, know what? No, you don't want the more expensive fabric. Hey, Titan. I am talking about right now. I have got some material in, and the silky stuff is wonderful. I sleep under it. I haven't even made it into a blanket yet, put edges around it or anything, but I just sleep under it, and I'm sleeping much better. And as you notice, I'm feeling better too, and not having nightmares. Thank you, Micah, you sweetheart. Um, you want the more expensive one? I can do that. I can, let's see, but once again, it's going to be more, and it's going to take a little work by me. If you want a poncho that's going to be, well, here are your color choices that this material comes in, and I'll show you the material in a minute. Give me just a minute. I'll show you what we are working with. Okay, there is this stuff that I have been waiting for. I've been saving up for this. And it comes in, and it's sort of a pinkish, sort of a, they call it pink purple, but really it's kind of mauvish. It's sort of very pale pink on one side and more silvery on the other. As you can see, I hope you can see, it has kind of a sheen to it. It's very light. It's very comfortable. This is great stuff. It really is worth the price. I love it. It comes in this shade, a pinker pink, a very light mint green, a gray, silvery gray, and let's see, purple. I want some purple when it's available, but not all the colors are available right away. I wanted some right away, so I took the colors that were available. Yeah, you could be a sexy bitch, but I can get gray if you want gray instead, silvery gray. If pink is not your thing, I understand. I can get gray, but that stuff is more like 70, 80 a yard, or just for a hunk of it. So in order to put work around it and get it to where it's a blanket with maybe edges, so you don't have raw edges hanging out, takes a little work, and then we can get you something. No snow. So this is very comfortable, though, if you want it to be kind of and I could probably make it a poncho sleeping blanket. I could probably somehow work it so there's a hole in it for your body, and then you can set it over you for sleep, but we'd have to have some way of snapping it together if I do that so that you don't have a hole in your blanket. So I'm discussing tonight, I want to discuss different ways that I'm going to make this happen and what you're looking for and what you want so that I can make exactly what you want. But I am a designer. I was a costumer. I used to turn people into Klingons and Starfleet captains and Vulcans and stuff, even with the makeup and everything. So I do know how to design clothes. So if you want something more elaborate, I can do that too. But boy, I tell you, this is still cheaper than if you go and look at the clothes. The clothes online, from what I'm hearing, they're not that great. Really, I don't have to go that far to beat people on this because people are complaining about the clothes already not being that great. Nice disco shirt. Um, yeah. Basically, the stuff, the T-shirt type that they have available, everybody is, wow, Drake, pushing a dredge in the locks in New Orleans. Wow, is that manly or what? Up, I'll put my hands on your sunburned nests. It's cold here, but I'm not cold. I'm feeling pretty good right now. My circulation is really good today. You're hotter than the sun, you sexy bitch. Yes, you all be sexy bitches. Nice disco shirt. Um, they're terrible. They pill. The stretchy stuff, there's T-shirts pill. They're not very stretchy. They're not very comfortable. Some of them you still have to wear another T-shirt under it. They're terrible. And they're expensive. And I'm like, hell, it ain't going to be hard to do better than that. I can do better than that for, less money probably. I wouldn't be making a lot of money on it, but I do want you guys to be safe. So I wouldn't be making a lot of money on this. But the other thing is, remember, if you want like a blankie thing, you can just wrap up in that. Although when you do wrap up in it, you tend to look like Mother Mary. Because when I should be wrapped up in it now because I'm doing a broadcast. Because I've been wearing this to all my broadcasters. See, you look a little bit like a nun. But anyway, I look now. Now I really am Mother Ocean, right? Our Lady of EMF protection, right? Okay. It does. I have actually tried it with. I have tested this fabric with my phone. It will actually block a phone signal coming in, so it is blocking signal, EMF signal. So, and when I get under it, even though it is not closed, now in order to have a full effect of it, you would have to close it all the way. You'd have to have it all the way and closed. This is more breathable than the other kind I'm going to show you. This is a lot more breathable, but still, lying around in something enclosed is kind of rough. But that's the only way you're going to get the full effect of the material. However, if you do wrap something entirely around in it, it will cut off the signal. So this stuff is good. It works. So this much we know. It is comfortable. I've slept under it for a few nights. No bad effects whatsoever. I'm feeling much better. I'm having very good effects from it. I've been wearing it every time I get online now, and it's helping. And Titan, this should be of interest to you. Yeah, I could do a pillowcase, although you can get pillowcases. I could probably do a pillowcase, though. But here's the thing. I've got to make me be able to live, too, while I'm doing this. So, but I'm not going to add very much to the price for my labor. I'm going to keep it low as I can. But I really need to know exactly what you guys need. And actually, you can even make requests at this point, because as I develop these clothes, your input is going to determine what I make, the designs I make. So I really am interested in your input. And if you would like to go, if we don't get all this out in the chat, here we can go into MeWe and chat about it and get it down, or you can come into, if you want to come in and talk about it. And then I also got a few words to say. I'm feeling things oddly lightening up. Something lightened up. It's like it was tooth and nail for a while. But now it's lightening up. I wonder if anybody else is feeling this. Hi, Michelle. Thanks. Thanks, sweetheart. Arg. Arg. Okay, so, right. Now, one thing that I'm thinking of making, tell me how you like this idea, is one of the things you'll really want to protect is your head and your thyroid, because it seems to be under particular attack is your pineal gland and your thyroid right now, and your heart. But we're going to take care of that. So really, I'm going to try to make one garment that's like a poncho with a hood. Michael wants a blankie. Now, did you want, okay, but I'm confused. You got to be specific. Do you want a poncho blanket? You've got to be wrapped all around. It's got to be closed up to have full effect. But you can keep it off of you even though it's not fully closed up. It will bounce the stuff off of you. So it will still have some effect. Another option is I can put a snap on it, and you can get these grounding plugs that plug into the ground of your sockets. You can literally plug the garment in, and if your skin is touching it, it is grounding you. So then it wouldn't really matter if it was closed up all the way. You could just plug it into a socket or even into the earth, because this is where the grounding comes from, which is why we call it grounding. See, very tricky, but that's the truth. Mama, oh, I know, I look like, I was laughing last night. I said, I swear I'm not a nun. I'm not. I'm Our Lady of EMF protection right now. Arthritis, bad arthritis, this will help. You know, the EMF will exacerbate your arthritis. It'll make you, I have felt so much better. No, I wanted to take a few days to test it so I could give you my real results of this. But after only a few days, I'm feeling better, folks. I'm feeling better. Boy, pajamas would be kind of expensive, Barry, but I've thought of it. I'm thinking how I could do it, how I could actually do it. I'm going to have to make this a small scale operation for now, because as you know, I am living on less than $1,000 a month. So when I buy an $80 hunk of material, that is a lot of money for me. That is a big investment. If anything goes wrong, I'm really SOL. But I was thinking of if I make it sort of poncho-like, it's not really a dress. It's not really you know, you can't really call it a dress. It's not really a male or female. It's kind of unisex. The guys, I won't feel weird wearing it. I can get you gray or green or, you know, something like that if you don't want to wear pink. Although real men wear pink or purple. But I will have to charge more. Great, Chris. I am so happy with that. Something I can slip into my pockets for arthritis in my left hip. They say shungite helps with it. But what I'm making is clothing. I'm making coverings, body coverings. So if I were to make a body covering for that, it would be. So you have problems with your left? I have problems with my left hip, Titan. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ness. Wait a minute. There, besides aloe for sunburn, there's also apple cider vinegar. And there is also comfrey cream. If you can get a hold of comfrey cream, that works for almost any skin thing ever. In coconut oil. And if you don't know how to get that, I can help you find it. Comfrey cream will heal a sunburn very fast. As a matter of fact, if you put comfrey cream on before you go out in the sun, it will heal you before you know you're burned. That's what I use. I use comfrey cream in coconut oil. If you have nothing else, use coconut oil. It's cheap. You can, you know, use, it's got to be raw. It's got to be organic, unprocessed coconut oil. That will help a lot. Coconut oil is really good for your skin. Okay, hey, Peppy is in. Chris is in. Let's take a look at who we have in here, because, like I said, I want everybody's opinion on what we're gonna do here. What I'm gonna do with this. We've got Barry Drake, Pappy, Nessie, Annie, Titan, Linda. We always have Linda. She's such a sweetheart. Nessie is here, boy, and Micah. Titan, yeah, Titan is here. I'm glad you're here, Titan, because once again, I do want everybody's input on this. But Titan, the other thing is if you sleep under this, if you wear the poncho, people will think you joined a cult. Okay, Olin, that's fine. Sleeping bag. Well, the problem with that is I'd have to put a zipper or something in it. I don't have a sewing machine. This is going to have to be small scale at first. However, yeah, keep up with the suggestions. The sleeping bags that are available right now are $250. They are available. Somebody's making them. They're $250. I haven't heard anything about how good they are. Right, I think so, Pappy. We're having a break in the action right now. Yeah, but the windy side will come again, which is why I'm trying to get prepared. Well, I've tried pretty good up here because I'm pretty light. Oh, well, it's going to be light colored. they only have like a pastel sort of colors. They have light sort of colors. It's that this comes in is only it's a mint green, a very light pale purple, a light this pink, this very very light pink, with it, which is kind of silver on the other side. The gray is kind of silvery. Then there is a deeper pink, and those are the colors that this silky stuff is in. But there is this other stuff. Let me see if I can grab it, or did I put it out of my reach? Hang on. Be right back. Okay, so what I'm wearing here is the really primo first class expensive stuff, but I have not found one single problem with this. The only problem maybe being is it might be kind of ravelly. I would have to make sure that it's finished enough that it's not going to ravel on you. Other than that, but that's typical of this sort of thin silky material. Real typical. Used to dealing with that. I can deal with that. Here is the other material. As you can see, you will look like you came off a spacecraft. But it works. It works very well. It is cheaper. I can bring it to you a lot cheaper if all you're interested in is protection. The other thing I can do is, like I say, I can line it so you can make it reversible if you want. But I can line it with something so you don't get an effect from the nickel and copper, because this is not supposed to be next to your skin. But as you can see, it's thin. It is kind of almost feels plasticky. Almost feels like a plastic tablecloth, but it's not. But it's about that crinkly, okay? I mean, it's about, feels like that. It's some kind of polyester with the metal in it. This stuff, like I said, would have to be lined, or you would have to, I could make it, but you'd have to wear something under it. Make sure you wear something under it. Now, the reason I'd make a poncho out of it rather than a tight-fitting garment is one of the things I've found with this material. It's warm. Right. I was thinking you could do something like this. You could get an object of clothing and just use that as the liner for the material, which is what I was thinking of doing. Yes, a woo hat made of the shiny stuff. And who's for top hats, like steampunk? Do you want something like a top hat, something like a bucket hat, something like a hippie hat, something like a ball cap would be a little harder, but I think I could do it. A cowboy hat. I wonder if I could do a cowboy. I don't know if I could do it. I'd have to find something under it to do that. I might be able to just get a cheap dollar store hat and build something right over it. Oh, that's an idea. I'll get a cheap ass dollar store hat and sew this right onto the top of it. Why not? and then it's lined. And ta-da, but it will be silver. Yeah, Twinkle Toes. Yeah, the said shoes exist. They're still here, and we're going to get them to you. People have stepped forward to help you, dear. You're going to get these. So, going to be able, and once again, like I said, I'm trying to come up with a side hustle so I can afford to do some things. I hate to be a cheapskate, but damn it, it's hard to live right now. That's not aliens, that's Chop. A pirate hat. Yeah, we need a pirate hat. Kind of a hippie hat, kind of a floppy brimmed hat. Or I'm thinking of making a top hat for myself, kind of a steampunk thing. A beret, well, sort of a beanie maybe sort of thing. I've seen some of the things people have made and they're awful. I mean, geez, we're going to do better than that. Well, the cheaper stuff here, I could do a whole poncho for like probably $30, and a hood, probably something like that. That's not that bad. That's about what you'd pay for one of these t-shirts. But like I said, once again, that wouldn't be lined, but it would be covering for your head and your body, most of your body. And this is how big the pieces come. This is the biggest piece I can find of this without having to buy a bolt of it or something. I'll show you how big it is. Because I can't buy a bolt of it, it's thousands. So it's this wide. Give you an idea. A hunk like this would make a huge poncho, and I felt the reason with a poncho, you get some air circulation, plus if you had something else like your kitty cat that you wanted to put under there with you to protect them, you could do that. You could put it under the poncho with you. Yeah, top hat like Willy Wonka. That's what I was thinking too. Make myself a top hat out of this stuff. Yeah, I could easily make a nice poncho with or if you want me to make a poncho and then make the hoodie thing separate. And what I was thinking is some kind of thing that's just a tube and it has a pull on it that you can pull it in and close it at the top if you want it to be like this, so that it can close at the top. Or you can open it up and pull it down and use it for a gaiter. If you gotta wear a mask and you don't really want to wear a mask, you would open the tie up, pull it down, use it as a mask. How is that? How does that sound? Long coats and Cossacks. Titan, this is cool. I came up with this theory. Now tell me what you think of this. You look at a lot of these ancient garments. We know that they had a high technology, okay? And they had silver and gold impregnated clothing. They would make silver and gold, tiny little silver and gold patterns all over their clothing. I have seen some of this up close. Some of those clothes are very heavy because they're metal. There is metal in those clothes, decorating those clothes in silver and gold. Could this be very, very thin threads, a very intricate work? Could this be their way of dealing with EMF? Maybe EMF existed in that time, and in this metal incorporated into their clothing of the ruling class was protecting them. Weird Japanese designs all day. No, I haven't heard of that Circle K, but it sounds cool. That's what I'm thinking, Bomber, is if I make it into a poncho, make it into a nice poncho, you can put your babies under there and they can be safe too. Right. That's what I'm thinking, Pappy. Something like that. Well, that's why I was thinking of making a poncho type thing. I'm going to come up with a couple of designs and I'll run them past you. I'm going to get some more of this cheaper material. I'm going to be playing with it. Um, Hopefully, I'll come up with something you like. But yeah, Pappy, what I was kind of thinking of is something tube-like so that you can pull it up and cover this part, but also if you wanted to pull it up and kind of pull it together with a, just put like little pull tabs so you can tighten up so that you can just have this much of you showing protecting your brain, you're protecting this whole area here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then maybe that would be those separate from this sort of poncho I could make a poncho easily that could cover probably most of your body. That would protect most of your body. Or I could make something sort of like a muumuu, but I know a lot of guys wouldn't want to wear that. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of making it kind of like a ski mask. But yeah, bomber, exactly. My thought is if I get a kitty, I want to put it under my poncho and go to sleep with my kitties under my silver too. I want to put them right in there with me and hug them like this and say, there you are, you're safe and protected, little ones. And then I will be happy. Yeah. Max of visions. Oh, well, that could be. So Thor was around. Maybe that's why you were Thor. I mean, Thor. That doesn't quite work. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. Kind of a hoodie hat, kind of like a hat, hoodie that's just the hoodie part of just the hood part of the hoodie. Yeah, I've been thinking of that. Yeah. See, if I make this right, I can fix it, and I could make it out of this material pretty easy. That would be sort of tube-like, and you can, okay, I'll show you what the idea is. This is one of those scarves that, well, maybe even better, I could show you this. This I made out of some material I had. I'm going to have to use when I do this. I made this thing. And this is nice because, let me get it on the right way. It has a direction it needs to be, because you'll see it's up a little more for your nose to be. So this is kind of a gator-like thing. And let me take my glasses off to get it on. But this is kind of a tight one because all I did was I made it out of I made it out of the arm of one of my shirts, that defunct shirts now. So this is one option. But see, you can take, this one was really tight. I can't use this as an example. This is just my way of getting around wearing a mask. But I can take one that's more like, but it would be this kind of material. It wouldn't be stretchy though. See how you can take a tube and you can kind of do things with the tube. If I put it so that you can pull it in, you can put it around like a hoodie, or you could pull it up a little tighter and it would be covering everything but your eyes, and they wouldn't be able to tell you didn't have a mask on. But it'd still be covering all this area, right? All the way down to here. I could do that. Pretty easy. With either of these materials, I'd have to line one of them though. Okay, so I would think that might be one of my first products because it would be really easy to do and it would protect your head. And then the poncho would protect the rest of you. That is what I'm thinking, but poodles. Oh, Circle K, okay. Just to let you know, Circle K came from Max Vision. Yeah. That's why I would put the pull strings on it, is so you can pull it a little tighter and have it stay up. I've got that figured out. I'm a costumer. I know what can happen. Believe me, after several costume malfunctions. Yeah, Circle K is okay and from Max Vision. So everybody I'd like to introduce Circle K came from Max Vision's place. Micah, okay, I understand, and I'm probably not going to be on that long. Some people probably want to go watch Portal, plus I think we're all kind of still trying to rest up from everything. So I don't blame you one bit. Get some rest, guy. You deserve it. Yeah, Circle K's been coming. Now, if somebody named Thoth shows up, that's a different... If you've ever been to Max Vision's place and meet Thoth, he's such a cuddly guy. Not... He's very terse, but he's not harmful. Or at least I don't think he's dangerous. But yeah, a couple of people joined from Max's. Are you getting demented? I don't know. Yeah, Thothamon. Yeah, he's dour, let's just say. He's got a sour outlook on everything. He's just portraying this old soul who's just cynical of everything, and you know. Free speech is fine. I don't care. I just tease him a little bit about it. That's all. Hi, Freedom Grower. And Freedom Grower is another one from Max Vision. I promote free speech too. That's why I always tease Thothy and call him Thothy just to aggravate him a little bit. I think he likes it though. I think he likes it. Yeah, Thoth is okay. Thoth is okay. If we ever show, I'm just warning them. Because my mods over here have itchy trigger fingers, okay? If you see Thoth Amon, Thoth Amon, um, he's going to be terse, but he's not a troll. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. So, right, I do that too. Yeah, he's funny. So don't freak out if Thoth ever. He probably won't though, because this isn't really his kind of thing. I don't think. But if he does, don't freak out. He's just Thoth. He's not anything too bad. Okay, take care, Bommy. Love you. Yeah, I think so. Circle K. I think that's all. It's just, I don't want anybody to just click them away, like I want everybody to know that this could happen and not just click them. So, hey, MCAT. Yeah, he seems like a troll, but he's really not a troll. I don't think he's really a troll. He just sounds like a troll at first. Then you realize, no, it's just his cynical humor, cynical way of being funny. So, yeah, he'll say anything. He will. Linda, are you saying good night for yourself? Or no, okay, she's saying hi, MCAT. Okay, yeah, MCAT came in. Pam is in. Yeah, he's got dry wit, very dry. Yep. More like an ogre. And he thinks he's maybe more like, well, you'll see if he ever shows up. Or if you ever visit Max Vision, you'll run into Thoth and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, we already have Shrek right here, Chris. Anyway. um, yeah, just be safe, Bommy. We love you. Yeah, and I was thinking of Bommy when I was thinking of making the poncho so that we could put the kitties under the poncho and sleep, because that's exactly what I would do too. Is I would say, kitties, you got to come up here and sleep and get under this so we can all sleep nice. And anything else you want to put under there that you want to protect from EMFs. Because if you have certain things like Ormus, oh, I forgot to tell you. If you have Ormus and you've got Ormus, you have got to protect it from EMFs. It's sensitive to EMF. Get yourself a cookie tin or something. Use that protective film that it came in and clip it shut or something and store it in there until you can get something like a cookie tin to block, or a bag made out of this stuff, because Ormus will degrade under heavy EMF, which would be really too bad. Yes, I know you would, Bomber. Me too. That's what I'm thinking. Put the little animals under the, I don't know what a kotatsu is. Yep, they do. They ship it in EMF packaging. They always do now. And you got to keep it in EMF packaging if you want it to stay fresh. It's like some things you got to put the lid on, or you got to put it in the fridge. With Ormus, you got to put it in EMF shielding. Into doing a class? Oh, sure. And we do them here too, Circle K. We do them here too. We just haven't done one in a little while. There's a reason for that. Things have been nasty out there lately. We've actually been running into stuff. And I want to make sure everybody's ready before we go out again. I don't mind doing a class here, and you're welcome to come to ours too. But we've been careful since we had actually remote view trolling. Go figure that one. But it can happen. So, sure, I'll talk John into doing a class, but sometimes I think people are waiting to see what happens on the 20th shaking out because things are so crazy right now. The waves are weird. Getting out there psychically, putting yourself out there is kind of weird right now. I don't know. I can't speak for John. Oh, a table with a heater and the whole family sleeps under it. That's not what we're talking about, though, as far as heat. But, yeah, we could do that as far as EMF. Kind of a tent. I was thinking you could, if I got enough of it, you could make kind of a tent. But you need to make enough of it, and that would be kind of expensive. Well, for some reason, it seems to make me less problems since I've been taking it. Like I don't have quite as much problem. I don't know what it does is it helps your cells connect better. I don't know the answer to that, Freedom Grower. I'd have to think about it and ask people who have checked into it. But Circle K, we are going to do. I will even ask if it is safe for us to do something like that tonight. If you want, we could take a little look and see what's going on. Yeah. So we've been careful. I would definitely, I would ask before I would take anybody out on a remote view anymore until we're sure it's everybody's going to be safe. So listen to Pappy. This is exactly what's going on. Anybody who's got talent that way, the people who love to keep secrets don't like it. Yeah, I'm thinking it might help us ground, actually. Yeah, we have been having people who had bad dreams. Now, Micah helped with that. He actually he said he went off and did some things to help us with that. But he is really taxing himself doing a lot of this. He has been doing a lot of work, people. And whenever we do anything, we've got to send a little energy to Micah to keep him going because he really does knock himself out every chance he gets. And he's going through so much emotionally, too, at the same time. So remember that. Mine were scary. I didn't have any scary ones this time, though. I woke up feeling fine. So just letting you know. Remote viewing, there might be a reason why people are not doing the remote viewing right now, and I can't tell you for him, but I can tell you for me. Yeah, me too. I have done that. Good. He probably needs it. He probably needs that. Yeah, it is. I would be doing that if I could. Uh, yeah, we do that sort of thing here, Freedom Grower. Um, yeah, Pappy's really cautious, which made me realize that we need to be a little bit more cautious. Um, some people don't have as much trouble as others do. Us, we've had some trouble, so now we got to think about that. Uh, so I've got to get it to where when I take you on these things, you're safe, and I know you want to be safe. So I think there will come a time when we won't have to worry about it again. I think there will come a time when it won't be that bad of a thing, that big of a deal, that dangerous. But just right now, it's dangerous because of everything that's going on. It's more dangerous. Just because there's so much flying around right now. So, okay, I'm going to come up with a few designs and you guys can let me know what you think of them. When I make them, I'm going to make them for me. And I figure if you don't want them, I can use them. And colors, let me know what kind of colors you're interested in, and I'll try to accommodate for that. But there's some colors that I can't find in certain things. But like I said, this cheaper stuff it's kind of a platinum-y color. It's kind of a silver gold color. And it looks kind of metallic, and you'll sort of look like you come from Pleiades or something. So, okay, that's that. The other thing is, remember to stay positive and not get trapped into this negative thinking. Everybody on top of everybody is seeing that March is really the big month. Okay, what's going on the 20th is just something that's going on the 20th. It is not going to be the final word of what's going on. So don't get worried about it. Don't get scared. I know people are just going kind of nutsy in some parts. They're just blah, blah, blah. But don't worry. It is not the New World Order being rolled in, and we're not all going to end up in FEMA camps or anything. That is not going to happen. Hey, Leo Medic. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Just have you viewing. Okay, we could do that. I'll tell you what. I will use a target image this time. And if you guys want to remote view an image, that would be safer. And I'll still put up the circle. No, John has been going places. He's been going to the past. He's been going places. Not just pictures, but and it's not just once in a while a target. Seems like he's mostly doing targets now. At some point he does pictures and then he does a target. So, but not right away, not lately. So he might have some stuff going on, or just not feeling it. Yep, exactly. You don't want the slaves gaining freedom and knowing stuff. Remember, people, the people that are involved in this, they love secrecy. If you can look at everything, they don't like that. Very, very, very secretive and paranoid people. Silliness. Well, we're silly, but hopefully in a positive way. You know, I mean, when I put on my lizard mask and talk, I hope it's in a positive way. But yeah, there's a lot of goofy things going on, and I just don't want to participate. I don't want to be another one of those. I really don't want to be another one of those, because it seems to vacillate between people going, oh no, we're gonna be, it's all over, we're all gonna die, and then the other side of the coin is saying, that's okay, so and so, this is gonna happen, and I'm like, oh, everybody just calm down. The 20th is just the 20th. Well, thank you. Yes. I mean, a lot of us have decided that too. A lot of us just feel more comfortable here because we're not going crazy in any direction. I still say, although, and I can't stand by every single thing that the red guy has done. I mean, he's not very good with the environment, et cetera, et cetera. But there are a lot of good things that this guy has done. One of them is we're not in a war. That's the one that really stands. I come from that generation where we were in a constant ongoing war. That's all we had. It was just a normal state of affairs to be at war. We're not right now. This is different. Right. I understand, Circle K. If everybody wants to do some remote viewing, I would be perfectly happy to put up the circle. I'm going to put up I'm going to sage anyway. That's it. I'm going to smudge anyway. It doesn't matter what we do. I'm going to smudge anyway. We're just talking, but still, I'm going to use the sage. I'm going to smudge. Okay. It doesn't even matter. And I'm still going to invite our family in. The Guardians of the Directions, and all the usual ones that we invite. I'm just going to put it very simply like that. You know who you are. Okay, all of our allies and our protectors. Okay. Just make it that simple because you know who you are. Okay, and we got copper, silver, gold shell. Please put your armor on too, your bubbles. Okay, your copper, silver, and gold bubble. Bubble up, we used to say in the war games, which I am shockingly good at. You know what? I am shockingly good at war games. I mean, seriously, I am. I surprise myself because I mean, every now and then I would get into a war game just to earn some credits to do something else or something, and you have to play this game and so on. And I get in this war game and I would just be like burning it up, but I don't know. It isn't buffering for me. Yeah. Right. Freedom. I'm glad you showed up, and welcome, Freedom Grower. So somehow I I know at some point I have been a warrior, and I've been a damn good one. Uh, because when I get into a war game, I'm really good at it. I progress very quickly, and I come up with strategies really quickly. So, really, and people get absolutely upset with me sometimes at how quick. But you know how that is. You don't know who you've been in all your lives, so you can't remember. But when we do, it'll be fun, won't it? Okay, are you taking off, Linda? Okay, I'm going to be closing this down fairly soon, and probably go over to Portal for a minute, and then getting some rest. I'm going to be looking into brand new tube. That may be where we're streaming from next. Then we don't have to talk in code. After all, he was called Doc, and where do others go during a storm, right? Yes. I love you too, dear. Have a blessed evening. Only a medic, they used to go to church, but a lot of people don't anymore because a lot of churches have proved to be false. So where do you go? Now that the doctors are also treating people instead of curing people, where do you go? To the bar. But those are closed too, so where do you go? Well, you can come here with us. Right, right. So, if you guys want to try a remote view, that's cool with me. If you don't want to try a remote view of a thing, but not a place, not a time, it would be. If you want to, say yes in chat. If you don't, don't. And I will take that as a no, we'll do this some other time. And yeah, true, Leo, to a healer, to somebody, to mom, or to mom, whoever you see as mom. Kids just instinctively run right to mom, or whatever represents that nurturing, which is a medic. That's a type of nurturing. Yeah, a lot of people have head for where they feel nurtured and safe, which is, and honestly, every kid knows that they don't usually call for dad; they call for mom. Yeah, I'm not feeling it tonight. As I'm sitting here asking that, I'm not feeling it tonight. I think we save it for another time. And I'm kind of with Pappy there. I'm sorry, Circle K. can't do it tonight. Just not a good time. There will be a time for it. And I'm taking off too. I'm going to go watch Portal a little bit and then get busy on some projects, some ideas for this material. And stay positive. Oh, right, it is, Leo. I understand. See, we have healers in here. So we are those people. I'm one of those people that people literally will see on a bus and will start talking to and say, you look like somebody who would understand this. And then tell me some deeply personal story. That's my life. People just see me as a person that you can talk to, which is fine with me. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to pull it in. I'm going to thank everybody for being here. Everybody that you can see and everybody that you can't see. Thank you. And I am very glad that you came. And I'm glad that the new people came. I welcome you. And it's good to see you. And, Max Vision and I are friends. So we kind of go back and forth. Ooh, lamb. Sounds good. So, it's all cool. And we'll be on. It should be on tomorrow for a little while. Should be on, but we'll see. And love you all. So the truth is where you find it. And I close this way. Truth is where you find it. And I'm closing the circle down. And may the circle be open but unbroken. And thank everybody. And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. This is Ocean making waves. Now go make some of your own. Love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you, Rut. Again, you were great too. Yeah. I hope you come in more often. You and also, well, yeah, Max's people are welcome here. I mean, think we got a lot in common. It's Max's crowd, so it's cool. Okay. And nice to see everybody, really. I just love you all. Good to touch in with you. Okay. Good night now. I'll see you another time. Yeah, even when you're resting, and I'm making the armor. I'm making us some armor for some of this. Okay. Yeah, Max is a nice guy. Really. Between my show and Max's show, I think there's quite a lot of overlap in what we do. He's not really doing a lot of shamanic stuff, but he's doing some stuff. Yeah, Max is a good guy. So I'm trying to find others too. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing some networking, and I'm going to look into Brand New Tube, which is another place. A lot of people are going there now because BitChute is kind of sketchy now. So catch you later. You'll see me again. I hope. If the tech willing.